Welcome to the heart of Liverpool. Alongside me is a man synonymous with this city, the former Liverpool, Everton, Newcastle, Chelsea, Real Madrid boss, Rafa Benitez. Rafa, we've got to start with the World Cup because Spain are in action tonight. How do you see it, the game against Belgium?
I think Spain is doing really well. So they have a few games that was more difficult, but the reality is they have some injuries, and when everybody's fit, especially when the other teams are deep, and then you have Lamine, then he can make the difference. So I think Spain is getting better. It's true that Belgium has done well, but for me, Spain has a lot of options. And if Rodri and Pedri, they play well in the middle of the pitch, it's quite difficult to stop them.
Can Spain go all the way?
I think so. So I was answering some questions about if they play against France. I said, listen, you have to play against Belgium first. But it will be interesting to see. Hopefully they can win this game and see what happens with France, because France is very, very strong and they have a lot of quality up front. So it will be an interesting game, but hopefully, first thing, that they have to win against Belgium.
What about England against Norway tomorrow? How do you see that one? England so impressive against Mexico.
Yeah, I think modern football is about pressing high intensity, because when the keepers play from the back short, the other teams, they go to press. And that is good for England, because England, they are quite aggressive, they are pressing well, they have pace, and they are on top of the other players. You could see when they regain and Gordon, and then quickly they can score. The risk is that if you have Haaland in the other side, and then you are pressing high and you cannot regain the ball in the first two passes, maybe they will have a lot of space to run in behind. So it's a risk, but still I think that England is his favourite.
Anthony Gordon, so impressive last time out. He's someone that you managed, of course, at Everton. We saw him introduced at Barcelona speaking Spanish. How do you think he'll do out there? And tell us a little bit about the Spanish, because I think you helped him.
To be fair, we are really pleased to see him going there. I think the first game, it was not great, but the last game he was much better, because he has pace, he can score goals. And the main thing when we met him, and always I talk about this story, we were playing against Millonarios de Bogotá in Miami, it was very hot. And then he came in the second half, and after 50 minutes he couldn't breathe. And then talking with Paco, the fitness coach, then we were asking him why, and then he has no stamina. So his stamina levels were not very good. Still, he has the pace, he has the power. And then we start working in a specific plan for improving his stamina. His Spanish was learning and talking with Antonio, also another member of my staff. He was improving, and he didn't went with the under-21s. And I said, oh, you don't go with the under-21s? Yeah, because they haven't seen me now working in the way that I'm working. So he changed his mind in terms of working harder. He has the potential, he was working harder, and later on, obviously, he went to Newcastle United, he did well, and now to Barcelona. To go to Barcelona and to have the advantage to talk Spanish is good. The only concern for me is that Barcelona is a team that has plenty of possession. So if he has not so much space, will he play at the same level that he's playing when the other team is high and then he can run in behind? We will see that.
We've been talking about the World Cup, international football. You left Panathinaikos in May. Is that something that would interest you in the future? And specifically, there's been a little bit of speculation about you and the Scotland job.
Yeah, I said that I am open to international football, yes, because I have been in a lot of countries and teams, and it's a different way, it's a different approach. So you have players that they go fully motivated, and then you can organize the team in a way that they will be proud for the country. It's not that when you have in Panathinaikos you have 33 players in the squad. So how can you motivate the 32 or the 33 that they will not play any game? In the national team is different, so it's another challenge. Yeah, could be interesting. Any country that they can offer you the possibility to do something, to get something, to achieve something. No?
If Scotland called, would you be open to a conversation?
I'm open to all the good countries, yes.
Let's move on then to the Premier League, because there is a Spanish manager in charge at Anfield. Andoni Iraola has come in. What do you make of that appointment?
Iraola, I think he has done really well, obviously, in Bournemouth, you have seen. But we were following him when he was in Rayo Vallecano. One of the members of my staff was watching them training, and he told me after, yeah, I like it because he's involved, he's trying to do things on the pitch all the time. Bournemouth has done really well, and now he has a different challenge. It's a massive club, but I think he has an advantage. He knows the league, that it's not easy. At the beginning when we arrived to the Premier League was totally different, but he knows the league. The fans will be very supportive for sure. The way that he wants to play, I think they like that. And I think he has great possibilities to do well.
And another new manager in the Premier League this summer, Xabi Alonso, someone you also know very well. Is that a good fit for Chelsea?
Could be. I think Xabi is very clever. He did really well with Leverkusen. That was like a surprise because he was coming from Real Sociedad B and then doing well, bad and well. And then to do the way that he did in Leverkusen was fantastic. Then go to Real Madrid. We know for experience that is quite complicated. But at the same time, he knows the league, he knows the players, he knows everything around the Premier League. He's clever. I think he's a good coach. Chelsea is not easy, but I think he can do well too.
Okay, we thank you for your time. Pleasure. Rafa Benitez joining us on Sky Sports News, and like the rest of us, he's enjoying the World Cup, but for Rafa specifically, all eyes tonight will be on that game involving Spain.